You're watching the Eternal Tournament Series.
And we are back. This is Mark, aka Chibikawaii. I'm pounding my desk, not sure why. In the booth with me, and by in the booth, I mean somewhere across the country, we've got LocoPojo. We're having a great time. We're here for the finals. We've got Bradykin on Chalice Control and Crisalio on Stone Scar Burn. Pojo, take it away with our analysis, if you would, please.
All right, so we've got a burn deck for control deck, which traditionally can turn out very well for deck. We have obliterates, and that is actually the only burn in the burn deck. So as far as Stone Scar Burn goes, that might be a little bit of a misnomer. Soulfire Drake is the other finisher. So the main thing here is whether or not Bradykin gets those islands choices against the big finishers to this deck, and if he can answer all of the different threats that Crisalio is going to be presenting very on. Crisalio's got a lot of good tools to be sort of using. The Argenport Instigator clears out a lot of stuff against Chalice. It's a really, really strong card against all of those mini units that you have to deal with. And Cabal Countess comes out very well against Harsh Rule board. Bandit Queen is very good for just pressuring damage. Crisalio can maybe just push a game through and win it. But if it goes long, Bradykin's favored to win in that situation. I think I'd probably put my money on Crisalio here, but it's hard to say who's going to be victorious.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna pick a winner yet. I'm gonna wait until there's one game left. But I will say that Crisalio has Groundbreakers in the board. Groundbreaker I have found absolutely excellent in this matchup.
Yep, it's a very strong card. It stops the Lumen Defenders from being effective, Combat Healers from being effective. It doesn't die to Island's Choice or to Vanquish, and it has all of the punch of a card that should die to Island's Choice or Vanquish. It does. So, it's a super good card in this matchup, and if he does end up playing those out of the side, they're going to be a big deal. Soulfire Drakes are probably Crisalio's worst card in the matchup, just because they're so easily answered and so heavily countered by Desert Marshals. Stone Scar, Soulfire Drake, I think out the presence of Desert Marshal would be just one of the stronger cards in Eternal, and as it is, it's just really, really rough for that matchup. So we'll see how well it goes for them.
Yeah. All right, so we're just waiting on the players to go ahead and get started. They've been given the go-ahead. I imagine we'll be seeing them start moving here shortly.
Yeah, Bradykin has a solid opening hand here. Maybe throw this if you want to try and pick something up, but the Desert Marshal gives him a little bit of early.
Yeah, I mean, based off of the hand that I saw him, I don't know if I like this hand. Not against Stone Scar Burn. There's nothing here. I really want a Combat Healer in my opener.
Yeah, that's fair. You definitely want to look for Stone Scar. Do you think that in terms of I've been seeing control games all day, so this is this is a good control.
Yeah, that's
makes sense.
Yeah,
this is actually fair. A different kind of matchup.
Was this a mole?
No, he kept it. So he's going to go ahead and go for the...
I guess just really valuing Harsh Rule, but without already having that second Justice. I don't know. I don't think I can get behind this hand.
Yeah,
or you just rip a champion. Just right off the top. You know what? I believed. I had my second Justice the entire time. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Got a slice of cake. We're good.
Yep. All right. So Crisalio looking for... What is it? Argenport Instigator into a Rakano Outlaw, and yeah, looks like he might have some good options here on 2-drops. Bradykin playing the Desert Marshal in front of the Pyro Knight. If Crisalio wants to, he can probably torch it, but he might not want to do that.
Yeah, I almost would have just taken the 2 points of damage there, right? Because it's not you're not getting a Warcry. Yes, I know we're against an aggressive deck, but again, we're at 25. And you want to slow down and give them as few advantages as possible. So I'd much rather have had that Desert Marshal come down, silence the Warcry, prevent that from kind of going on, and just try to, but I guess you're just trying to get to 5. So
yeah,
I don't know.
To talk about the risks of that play, I think it is perfectly reasonable to let it through, so you can get a better Harsh Rule. Of course, the problem is that you don't know what you're drawing into. You might need to play something on 4 and on 5, which it looks like Bradykin wants to. So, anything that you can prevent to make sure that the Bandit Queen play is not just disgusting can be pretty good in this situation, and it looks like that might have been what Bradykin was worried.
Sure. So we are going to see 6 damage go ahead and get through. Bradykin already at 17. Rosalio, I at least do not have access to their hand, so I'm not quite sure if they're packing any more threats after this harsh roll. But being able to go Temple Scribe into power, into activate Chalice on that Temple Scribe is going to be pretty good, except when your opponent, plays a Soulfire Drake and then beats you in the face with it.
Yeah, that Soulfire Drake is a really big deal here. And maybe find a Desert Marshal, but he already used one, so he's actually not terribly likely to find another.
No, what he's going to have to do is play the Kothon and ultimate the Kothon next turn in order to give himself a flyer, but then you're still giving the Entomb effect, so...
I give that Kothon about a 10% chance to live to the end of the turn.
I was wrong. Yeah, that's right. Don't even worry about it. Colin plays all day, every day. It's fine.
I thought I saw a pause at some point for a torch, but I guess that wasn't it. Maybe it's a rapid shot in there.
Hold on. What's the... Going to 3 just seems unbelievably suspect.
No, this is outright insane. I think if Crizalio attacks here, he rapid shots and wins because he had a pause, didn't he? So, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I don't... Ooh.
If it wasn't torch, it had to be rapid shot.
Yeah, that... Yeah.
So, yeah, I think Bradykin might have misplayed that particular round, but just takes the hit and goes down for round 1.
Bradykin's tired too. It's fine. It's been a long day for everybody. It's we're doing good things. I have to imagine we'll be jumping immediately back into a game, and it looks like we are. They're already ready. They're on the road. We're good. We're going. I do spy with my little eye a nice little Combre healer in Bradykin's opening hand, and a Kotheon that he's going to be able to play on turn 2. This is going to set up some good stuff.
This is a much better early hand against aggro. So, the Kotheon should just really stabilize him. And once we get the Combre healer down, that's going to make... Oh,
jeez. Second Combre healer. All right.
Yeah, this is the kind of curve that you're really looking for. Bradykin does double justice to make the harsh roll happen, but it's possible that he actually just gets control of this board.
I was about to say, I don't even know if you're harsh rolling here, really. You just shit out Combre healer after Combre healer, and then you have Desert Marshal, and you're good to go.
Yeah, Combre healer is going to be a good setup for him here. He gets to just defend against the Argent Instigator if he wants to. I think he's looking okay. Certainly Crizalio could answer to it, but he's not going to have answers to both of them in a row with the certainty. It's going to be pretty tricky for that.
Interesting.
I like the single block here. He's expecting a wrap. He doesn't want the Kotheon to die. Instead, he just keeps the Argent Instigator locked down. And now he has to consider whether he wants to play Chalice or Combre healer.
I like the Chalice.
Yeah, developing nice and early. This is a big sacrifice in terms of what it is you attack with, but Crizalio is going to get some damage out of this. But
also, if I was Crizalio, I think I would have already swung with this Oniron, and this Oniron is never going to do anything the rest of this game. And I'd rather get that Warcry, so at least I'm getting something for my one power that I spent on this.
He takes that 2 chip damage from it, though, which is a little bit risky. The more damage that you take, the more likely you are to get killed by the Channel the Tempests.
That's fair.
It's surprising how meaningful it is against Chalice.
Yeah, I can easily see that.
So 5 here plus another 2 3/3s. That's kind of a big deal, but Bradykin's already on the Chalice plan, and he's got a 4 or 5 Kotheon to be charging in with. He can Wisdom the Elders here if he wants to draw more cards. He can play Temple Scribe to gain a little bit more health, although that's not going to be helpful health against current board.
Yeah. Combre healer can also come down, give Kotheon the buff, so then he's going to have a 4/8.
And he chooses just to throw a unit in front of him pending, while killing one of the Argent Instigators to reduce the amount of damage to his face. Protecting his health above all else here, trying not to sort of get knocked down by the burn. I think that it's going to be rough.
Also, another reason to hold back that Oniron, and now that I'm actually thinking through my lines, is the fact that Bandit Queen is in the deck as well, which would actually allow that Oniron to potentially trade with something.
Yep, it's a pretty good deal if you've got the actual rally. type effect. From here, Bradykin has Wisdom, he has Amber Acolyte, he can just keep playing units. Cabal Countess, however, is probably the first card to really demand a heart. With this 2/8 Combre Healer, he still has a block for it, but eventually that card's going to get.
Yeah, and I apologize. I have not been looking for, or I have not noticed a pause. I don't know if you have. Do we think that there's a torch or rapid shot floating around anywhere?
I'm not sure that I've seen a pause from
that's what I thought too. Just
he's been using his power pretty efficiently so far, so it's hard to say for sure. But yeah, looking at all right, another Argenport Instigator into the face. So Cresselia must have a torch here, or else he wouldn't have done that. Oh, I guess he went for Obliterate. Okay, that's a good way to kill the Kothan. Although I think his target there was the Combre Healer.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Because the Combre Healer is what you can't kill, just period.
Yeah, there's actually no suffocates in Cresselia. He'll have 4 to run in for the matchup once this is over. Yeah. But at the moment, that Combre Healer is kind of the biggest roadblock.
So, yeah, that's... All right.
The game's slowing down, and it's slowing down with Bradykin at a solid 18, which isn't perfectly safe, but it's at the point where he's starting to look a little favored.
I would argue it feels very safe, especially when Bradykin's at 18 with a Chalice with more units in hand.
Yeah, I think he's quite favored to win this matchup. Yeah. There are still a few things that Cresselia can do at this point, but it's getting closer to the end. And Impending Doom is definitely one of them. That might force the Harsh Rule. It might force a couple of other options. Temple Scribe, of course, does just knock it out of the air, but or not Temple Scribe, Desert Marshal.
I knew what you're saying. I got you.
He'll throw the book at him, you know.
just hits him in the temple. It's like just one of those one-off events. It's fine.
Why did you think they called him Temple Scribe?
Oh, that's... Man, we are breaking down. We are doing some work here. There are some barriers being broken. I think this Desert Marshal is probably going to go after that Soulfire Drake, though. If I had to guess,
2 big flyers means that the Harsh Rule might actually be demanded now. Like with the Desert Marshal happening, Bradykin gets to trust so many cards even before he Harsh Rules. Like life is still looking really rough, but this is what Cresselia needed to force the board reset. And with the board reset, he might be able to push through a bit more damage and get the win. But it's looking really tight. I don't think he's got what he needs.
Well, he just gets to make 2 owls here with Parliament this turn. So
yeah, if Bradykin wants to leave the board alone, that might work.
No, I see no reason to Harsh Rule here, right? You've got the entire board locked up, and then they still have to have some sort of removal spell with them only having 1 card in hand. This Impending Doom can't do anything anymore. Like, yes, is it a huge blowout if there's Rapid Shot? Of course, but like, what are you going to do at that point?
Yeah, Bradykin taking the double block here. The Rapid Shot.
There we go. All right.
There's some owls dead. Now you might be forced to.
Yeah. Which again is fine with this Temple Scribe and the 2 Wisdom of the Elders.
Yeah, Bradykin's Doom is impending, but I don't think he's terribly. He's got 4, 4, 3, and 4. He's actually attacking for pressure because, you need that Harsh Roll. Like, it's a pretty clear representation that you have it. And, he's going to rule here.
All right. Boom. So, Cresselia sitting at 6. Bradykin going to be able to make a...
Yeah, every big flyer he plays is a better chance of him actually winning this game. Bradykin can Harsh Rule again if he wants to.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, like basically Cresselia's best pulls right now are Impending Doom into Soulfire Drake into Soulfire Drake. And if Bradykin just keeps whiffing on power, then that might be enough.
We've seen 3 of the Impending Dooms and 1 of the Soulfire Drakes. So there's 3 more hits in the deck?
Yeah, he's got Soulfire Drake into Soulfire Drake. Champion of Chaos, that's a really solid hit. Okay. Bradykin needs to find some better answers, but Champions is close to a flying unit as he can get at this point beyond Soulfire.
Yeah, we're going to need Lumen Defender.
Ooh, he picks up the channel, it's all over. Like, I guess if Cresselia attacks for 4... No, there's an Aegis on Bradykin's face. There's no way
there's especially with just 2 cards in hand. I don't think there's anything.
Yeah, it's all over but for the Cryon at this point. 5 damage to Bradykin's face. He could follow that up with an Obliterate, something like that, but I think he's just in too much trouble. Like, it's looking pretty tight. Obliterate
All right.
knocks one out.
Okay.
And there
game over.
is the channel for the win.
And Bradykin can still play some stuff. Why not?
Yep. So, yeah, that's the sort of... I think this even so far is going to be up to the to determine who wins.
Yeah.
Bradykin's got good options. He's got 2 Backlash, which kind of useful against those Obliterates, although, again, the spell count isn't actually that high on Cresselio's side.
Also, the Rapid Shots.
Yeah, the Rapid Shots are kind of good to count. The main card that I think they're really important for Bradykin here are Lumen Defenders. Like 2 of those
200%,
into the deck.
Yeah.
Like those are just such a good card in this matchup, and they really match up very, very well against most of Cresselio's stuff. Cresselio, in the meantime, like Groundbreaker, Soulfire Drake, and Suffocates.
Really, like, I don't know. I think if I'm Bradykin, I'm bringing in, because the only issue that I'm having with Cresselio's deck are the flyers. I think I'm bringing in all 4 Sandstorm Titans.
That makes sense. Yeah, Sandstorm Titan's a pretty good card here. Cresselio does just have Annihilate's main, but he might cut some for the Suffocates since they're just a better matchup against Bradykin's deck.
Yeah.
So, like, if he throws in the Sandstorm Titans, there's a chance that they don't run any counters.
And I feel like using the argument of dies to removal, not necessary, like, definitely a consideration, but I don't think that's enough of a reason why you to not play the Sandstorm Titans.
Yeah, there's not a lot of good removal answers for the cards anyways. There's only 3 Annihilates. Those are the only things that answer the Sandstorm Titans.
The Obliterates as well.
Yeah, the Obliterates are a 1-for-1 that costs a little too much, so it's not a good way to get rid of a unit, but if you can do it, then sometimes you need to, because Sandstorm Titan's a big threat. I don't know that Cresselio has the necessary tools to deal with it.
Yeah, we will certainly see. Yeah, I'm still going to leave my decision up in the air. Again, I will let you and in chat know who I'm picking for winner, all in due time. All in due time.
I think Bradykin taking 1 game here means that he has a higher chance of winning than he normally would.
Yes.
That's usually how I would sort of like measure the aggro versus control. Is that control has an amazing sideboard against aggro, so if it doesn't just lose 2-0 in the first part, where Cresselio is super favored, then like it's a pretty good chance that he can take the remaining 2 games. But
I think
it's going to be tricky.
Yeah, Cresselio, there's Groundbreakers. If Cresselio gets out an early Groundbreaker, I think that's going to I don't know how Bradykin's coming back from that Groundbreaker if that ends up happening.
Yeah, it's like, pretty much hard roll or bust at that point. Bradykin has not been inefficiently for the most part.
Even Groundbreaker is just running it out on 4 without the Spark, right? So Spark, just in case anybody's newer in chat, Spark is if your opponent is taking damage and then this turn, and then you play the unit, it gets a special effect, which gives Groundbreaker double damage. Otherwise, it's just normally a 3/6, but I think that 3/6 is the 3/6 that your opponent can no longer gain life, and that's the key thing there, I believe.
Yeah, it should be pretty interesting. Like, I don't know. I think there's some potential for either side to win.
Oh yeah.
I think I favor Bradykin very lightly at this point, just because he did win that 1 match. But like, yeah, it should be interesting. I'm pretty excited to see how things go, and I usually root against the Chalice deck, so I'm certainly rooting for Cresselio in my.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. But in Cresselio, this game looks like a pretty impressive start. We've got Argent Important Instigator and a Champion of Chaos already on Cresselio's side of the board. However, Bradykin playing this Combre Healer. If Cresselio's got another Shadow Source, the Combre Healer is not going to be doing much, but it has to have it and pretty much needs it this turn, because Bradykin's going to follow up with another Combre Healer the next turn.
Yeah, Cresselio really, like, I hope that Cresselio actually sided in those Suffocates, because they're such a good answer to Combre Healer, but doesn't look like he has them here. He does get this Groundbreaker.
All right, GG. Wrap it up.
Bradykin's got the Scorpion Wasp, so I wouldn't get too excited yet. But,
wrap it up.
That is still a pretty big deal. He can't play Combre Healer now as response. He can't play Sandstorm Titan, which is
Interesting.
not going to trade with the Groundbreaker.
Yeah.
At this point, if Crizalio were to do a oof,
Oh no,
Annihilate.
Crizalio, don't. No, that's your answer to Scorpion Wasp. Oh,
I think he feels pretty okay with this move.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know, swinging in for a full 13 seems like
a little bit more. A little bit more.
Oh, I guess he gets 5 there. That's actually is it.
Is this rapid shot in his hand? What's going on? What are you...
He's got 14, so.
Oh, Crizalio, you cheat. Oh, look at this.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I think he just won.
Casual lethal.
Yeah, that. Wow. Wow.
Hey, what did I tell you? What did I tell you?
I'd like to revise my previous guess. Goodness gracious. That was just a blowout. I am really impressed.
As somebody that plays 4 in the Skycrag deck that I have been running, 4 Groundbreakers, like in this matchup, Groundbreaker legitimately is always just an amazing card.
I have wanted to rapid shot a Groundbreaker since Groundbreaker.
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah,
it's sick and wrong. I like it. It's pretty good stuff.
They're already into game 4, so let's jump back in and check that out. Bradykin's got I don't hate this hand from Bradykin. It's going to allow for a turn 2 Temple Scribe, or a potential turn 2 Temple Scribe. If Bradykin does elect to do that, then the Seat of Order is going to come into play tapped, which means that Combray Healer that they just drew is not going to be on turn 3. Willing to take the risk, apparently, Bradykin says. Sigil off the top is real big game. These 2 Combray Healers are going to do great things to help out. Nope, but instead we get another Temple Scribe, which I think is fine too. Temple Scribe into depleted Seat.
Yeah, Crizalio's gone 2 turns without playing anything, though. That's it means that he might have, like, it's possible he has a handful of impending doom fire drakes, which would be very, very helpful.
Yes.
But like beyond that, like, I don't know. There's going to be a rough time if you basically just wait 3 turns before playing anything against control. As the aggro deck. The insane beatdown that gets a kill on turn 5 deck. Man. No. So Bradykin with the Island's Choice. That's a potential option for him later. He's got double Combray Healers. I feel like he's pretty confident in his hand.
Yeah.
Although,
oh man. Luma Defender off the top too. One more power. If we get another Justice, Bradykin's sitting real pretty.
Yeah, he gets the Island's Choice the first champion. If there's a second follow-up champion, that's kind of okay, but like Lumen Defender kind of answers that. He's got 2 Combray Healers. Like, unless Crizalio somehow manages to like spark a Groundbreaker in this turn, which doesn't happen. There's just no way.
I mean, it could be possible if another fire source was played, Overwhelm was given, and then the Groundbreaker is played. But given that we're already in attacks, yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, Bradykin's guaranteed Island's Choice this card too, so that knocks that out.
There could be a world.
There could be a world. There could be a world where
maybe
screws up royally.
I was like, maybe who knows? Somebody just falls asleep. Just falls asleep right then and there. Stranger Things, right?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Indeed. So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see anybody playing any strangers. Yeah. So we got Champion of Chaos number 2. Desert Marshal's a possible card to come out. Like, it's looking pretty weird for Bradykin, but I don't think he's losing.
No.
If Crizalio gets his 3rd red, then that's kind of a decent amount of aggression, but this is just a strange attack. I
think you just, if he attacks with this 4/3, I think you just take it and wait until take it this turn, and then next turn you can play your Desert Marshal to silence it and then just eat it.
He's offering a double block for Combray Healer and the 1/1, which I really like that. Like, this actually stymied Crizalio's attack. He would have been pretty willing to attack into a Combray Healer, but he's not willing to attack into a Combray Healer that's just a 2/2 and a 1/1. Like, so now the swing comes in. It's possible that Crizalio has Rapid Shot this time around.
Maybe.
And we do see the Desert Marshal and the Impending Doom.
Okay, I like that. You just take the 5 here? Yeah. Ooh. What? Oh,
Yeah, just going for the full set. Crizalio rapid
Alright.
shots here. He clears the board.
yeah. This seems. I'm normally all about those all-in plays, but this seems a little too all-in.
Yeah, it's like it seemed from the pauses we've seen, it seemed pretty likely. So
Yeah, there was at least something floating around there. I mean, this Scorpion Wasp off the top for Brady gonna do some good work.
yeah, if
Gonna get rid of
Crizalio
this
can
5/5.
Crizalio's still like not playing cards the way that he wants to. He really liked to play like another big flyer here,
Yeah.
or like a Soulfire Drake, but he's stuck on 4, and I think he's holding on to a bunch of 5 drops. Combre Healer coming out for Bradykin. Like the aggro hasn't really been there, but we do see Cabal Countess.
All right, I have to imagine. Yeah, ultimate on that. Now we got a nice little 6/1 coming at you.
And Bradykin's not willing to block it, so he takes the 6. Oh man,
there's
another
this Island's choice. Okay. I think Bradykin has to wisdom though.
No, he can't wisdom. He doesn't have double
Oh,
blue.
he doesn't have double. Jeez. Yep. All right. Good call. Good call.
So Desert Marshal knocks out a Cabal Countess, which will allow Crizalio a better chance at getting a good Soulfire Drake off. The Impending Doom's a big deal. Like, I think Crizalio's hand is full of Impending Dooms and Soulfire Drakes and, like, other really, really big threats. Bradykin's got answers for them, but if he continues to be stuck at 4, he will eventually run out of those answers. Although he's just drawn into another Desert Marshal, so not sure if it's super strong for him.
Oh.
Okay, we see some 2-drops now.
Yeah, and there's... All right, so... Okay, all right, so now we get to wisdom at the end of the turn. We get to block... Maybe, I guess... I think you have to do it, right? Just block the Outlaw?
Yeah.
It's almost certainly a trick, but...
It's pretty likely to be a Torch here. If Crizalio Torches post-combat, I'm going to be very mad.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was like, well, I would hope I would have seen the Torch in combat.
But yeah, no, we're good. We got 2 attacks here. Harsh roll going on. Defender looking lovely. I think that Bradykin's still looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Crizalio's got so many cards left in hand, though. He's just been able to...
Oh! What if it's... Is it... No, if it was all, like, really crappy... It might just be a bunch of Annihilates. But like, why would you blow the Suffocate on...
I think it's Soulfire Drakes and Groundbreakers problem. He does not have triple red right now. And it's maybe stifling his hands. So, like, yeah, he's in a lot of trouble, but if he loses this one, he's still got 1 game to go back on, so he might be okay. There we go. There's the Soulfire Drake. He finally got it.
There's the Desert Marshal.
Yep.
Nailed it.
Yep. Bit of a bummer there, but he at least gets to kill 2 units, sort of clear the board a little bit, and his next Soulfire Drake's going to be all that much better.
Yeah, and this...
Which I'd lay pretty good bets that he's got a second one. Bradykin with a Lumen Defender. That's a good play for him. The one thing about Lumen Defender that it's not very good at is those large flyers that Crizalio's got, and I think Crizalio's got a few left in his hand, or else he wouldn't have been stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See the Soulfire Drake number 2 coming out. That's good damage. If we see Soulfire Drake number 3, he's got a chance at...
Yeah, and Bradykin kind of flooding now. Was kind of stuck on power for a long time, and now it's just been power after power after power.
Yeah, has to decide whether he wants to just... Yep, there we go. Soulfire Drake 3.
Okay.
That's 10. And Bradykin has to harsh roll this, which just means everything has flying and charge. He could take 10 here. There's no way that's
just race. You just race
the worst possible answer. Every card in Crizalio's deck has flying and charge now. Like both flying and charge. So like he just there you go. Impending Doom with charge, 6 to the face. Bradykin is in so much trouble at this point. He didn't find his Chalice, which is fairly common for the Chalice deck. And like at this point, I think he's gonna lose. That's gonna be Crizalio with the win. We got 6 here. Bradykin can find an answer, but he needs to dodge.
Here, I'll run it out for you. All right, it's gonna be channel to the face, draw into Permafrost, which is not in the deck. Permafrost, and then another Chalice or another channel. Excuse me.
There you go. Well, there you go. Crisalio has won the Eternal Tournament Series weekly. Congratulations on building a good deck to take down all of those control decks that we saw, all of those greedy mid-ranges. He went in with a deck that had a reasonable amount of like presence against those cards, and I think he really just sort of predicted the meta appropriately and ran something that was going to work pretty well. So, yeah.
I agree. Congratulations, seriously, Crisalio, you did it. You're a special player. All right, so let's see. Looks like we are going to have either our benevolent overlord aReNGee or our fantastic producer Miller have a little bit of a conversation. We're kind of getting it together, so now you just got to listen to Pojo and I rant back and forth to each other. Pojo, what do you want to rant about?
What do I want to rant about? I don't know. I think.
Oh, I'm on mine, you guys.
Miller put a stop to that, so we're going to pass the mic over to Miller. Miller,
Yeah,
please take it away. And thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. It's been a pleasure to cast for you guys as normal.
Absolutely.
Yes. Thank you guys for your amazing casting today. It was no kidding. It was awesome. This is Miller Tool. I don't ever really do this, but Rakinner is out. So wait, hang on a second. Let me put on the credits. Boom. Producing and talking. All right. So congratulations to Crisalio. Holy crap! Did you see that? Oh my god. I hope everybody really enjoyed watching Chalice get the beat down there. That was an amazing OTK win on game 3, I believe. So that was awesome. Congratulations to both players for guaranteeing their place in the Season 6 Invitational, which will be on October 28th and 29th. And again, a special congratulations to Crisalio for that honestly unexpected win. I think everybody was expecting the control matchup to win, and it didn't. That's not what happened. I'd like to thank all the players and viewers. If not for you all, we couldn't be doing this. I'm blown away by this community chat. You're awesome. We have an awesome chat. We have a solid viewership that's growing. It's really fun to be a part of it all and watch it happen. A special thanks to Cyber Slider for subscribing today. That is awesome. We really appreciate it. I would like to. It says that in the notes here that I'm supposed to thank the producer. I'd like to thank myself for being awesome in producing. Did you guys like the new opener? Is it like epic or is it like kind of cheesy? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let's see here. Thank you to Mangar and let's see, our graphics and code contributors who make our jobs very much a lot easier. That's very true. Mangar made the tool that lets me make these things right here, these deck tools. It's really awesome. I can make them super quick. It makes it really helpful. And thank you, EX Kirby, for putting our video highlight reels together. A huge thank you to our Twitch subs and our Patreon backers. You guys make it possible for us to have things like prize pools, which we do have on invitationals. We have $250 prize pools, and on our large tournaments at the end of the year, like the one coming up at the end of this year, we have a $3,000 prize pool, and the winner does take home $1,000. If you would like to have a chance at that, sign up for an open. We do them every Saturday. aReNGeeEternal.com for full details on that. Our $20 Patreon backers are Chuck Hurst, Easy, Chris Kearns, Andre Pokai, and Seek Power Gaming. Oh, let's see. And I think that's it. So I will just thank our amazing casters now. LocoPojo, do you want to tell us about your stream and where we can find you online?
Hi, yeah, my name is LocoPojo. TV/LocoPojo, and I think I'm actually going to be streaming right after this one, so I'll start that up as soon as we're ready. We stream lots of crazy deck brews, lots of drafting and fun stuff. Most of my stuff has a streak of craziness to it, but I'm a pretty good player. I've been around since the game's inception, and we've been playing and getting master every month since then. So if you want basic advice on how to get started, that's also a thing that I do and the thing that I can help other people out with. So feel free to come in, ask questions, and see what you like about the setup. I am going to be playing some XCOM like this weekend, so like if you want to see that, that'll be a stream as well this weekend. Probably following a brief round with the event decks, so should be a lot of fun. Feel free to come check me out.
All right, and Mark, aka aReNGee, tell us about yourself.
Yeah. So I also have a stream. I'm going to be completely honest. My life has kind of been reprioritizing things lately, so I'm not streaming as much as I normally do. But if you care to pop in, you see me streaming. I try to listen to decent music, and much like Loco, you're probably going to see some decks that are just not competitive at all. And unlike Pojo, not a great player. So it still works out. But yeah, so tune in, and seriously, guys, thank you everybody. It's always a pleasure to cast. Always a pleasure to cast.
It was a pleasure to cast with you, Kawhi.
It's good. All right, Miller, back to you.
Oh, you guys, thank you so much. All right, that is our show. So we do this every week, every Saturday at noon Eastern. If you want to watch, click that follow button and leave the notifications on. Dang it! Because not only do we stream ETS every Saturday, we stream something every single day on this channel except for Friday. Like tomorrow, we have a new thing. Let me bring up the plug for it. It's called the ETS Team League. So starting tomorrow, we've got a Team League. So all these guys, Eternal Warcry, Team Titans, etc., they're comprised of players which you've probably seen on the stream today, battling it out week after week, and then at the end of 5 weeks, we'll have a playoffs. So that should be a lot of fun, and it is streamed on Sunday, so at noon. So we got stuff on Saturday at noon, we got the ETS Opens and the Invitationals, and then on Sundays at noon, we got the ETS Team League. So check that out. Is there anything else? Also, you can check out Lights Out Ace, and also I stream on Monday nights. So I think that does it. Thanks again, everybody. We really appreciate everything, and see you next week. Goodbye.